Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be opening up a Mystery Minis Case F of Arctic. What is Arctic? Is that a code word for Space Jam? So yeah, we're going to be opening up a Space Jam case. These are brand new. The movie just came out last weekend. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. I'm old enough to have enjoyed the first movie. So seeing the second movie, I was excited. I was ready. Me and my son, who was 4, sat down and watched the movie. And I think my favorite part of the new movie was watching him enjoy the new movie as much as I enjoyed the old movie. So that meant a lot to me. I love the movie. I love what LeBron did. Obviously, Michael Jordan had his way of doing it. LeBron had his way of doing it. And I think this version of the movie was more modern compared to the older version, and it made a lot of sense to me the way they did it. I know this movie's getting a lot of hate, but to me, it was a good movie. Now, I'm not going to review the movie anymore. Let's talk about this mystery mini case. So what you just saw right there was the display. So you'll see that wherever they have mystery minis. Sometimes they're at different stores, different retail locations. So that's what it's going to look like. In this case F, you're not going to tell the difference between an A, B, C, D unless you look at the outside of the box. So this one's a case F, and we're going to start with the top left and see what we get here. So you'll see the ratios. All right, cool. So we got LeBron James. He's a 1 in 6. Speaking of ratio, so every case is gonna get two of these because it's 12 per case. He's 1 in 6 boxes. That's what that means. So you'll see on the bottom right all the ratios laid out of each character. So you'll see LeBron's a 1 in 6, Bugs is a 1 in 6, Lola's a 1 in 6, and I just saw the movie, so forgive me if I get some of these names wrong. I know that's Clay Thompson, Wet Fire. He's a 1 in 6 also. He's one of the Goon Squad. They don't call them Monstars on this one. It's the Goon Squad. So we got LeBron right there. He's doing a look like he knows something. He's got a trick up his sleeve, and he's ready to do his plan. And if you see the movie, you'll know what moment that might be. But I don't want to spoil it. As you can tell, I did enjoy Space Jam. So let's see what we got here. This is the middle left on the top. We're gonna open this one up, and sorry if it takes me a little while to open. I wanted to make sure I showed that I'm opening everything from the plastic to the box to the cake to the plastic inside. So right here we have White Mamba. So this is Diana Taurasi, I think her name is. Sorry, but she's a WNBA player. She also represents Team USA, and she's featured here on the Goon Squad as White Mamba. So her figure is 1 in 24. She's going to be a lot harder to find than your average figure. So maybe 1 in 2 cases are going to have the White Mamba Goon Squad figure. So definitely one that if you're trying to complete your set, she's going to be harder to get a hold of. Also, this one, top right, Daffy Duck wearing his blazer, kind of looking off to the right. Really cool figure. I love the Looney Tunes. I wish there was a Taz. I wish there was a Speedy Gonzalez, a Roadrunner, a Coyote. I feel like there's a lot that are missing in this set, but usually when that's the case, Funko, they'll do like a part 2. So I'm gonna be looking out for that, and I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed and hope that Space Jam comes out with a second set with those figures. And plus, um, LeBron, Bugs, Lola, they come out and they're doing so many different things. You can get them in different uniforms and different movie moments. So this is Dom, and it looks like he's wearing a practice jersey of the Goon Squad because the jerseys in the movie are a little bit different. The Toon Squad jerseys, I really like the way those look, and the Goon Squad jerseys also are really cool, but it looks like he's wearing like a practice jersey. And that's the 1 in 12 figure. You're going to get one Dom per case. So if you're looking for him, he's going to be a little tougher. In our case, he was in the back left on the top. On the back right, we have Marvin the Martian, one of my favorites. So glad that he's in this case. He's holding the basketball, pointing. In Space Jam Part 1, he's the referee. So he kind of looks like he's the referee on this one, but he doesn't have a whistle. So that kind of shows, hey, Marvin the Martian's on the team now. So we'll see what kind of surprises and what kind of wackiness and looniness that he has to offer in this movie. But yeah, he's a 1 in 12, top right in the very back, Marvin the Martian. So now we're on the bottom left, and we have Bugs. So you can't have a set without Bugs Bunny. You can't have Space Jam without Bugs Bunny. Whether you're a LeBron James fan or a Michael Jordan fan, at the very end of the day, Bugs Bunny is the star of the movie, so you gotta have a Bugs in your collection. In Case F, he's on the bottom left. He's a 1 in 6, so he shouldn't be too hard to find. Grab yourself a couple of these if you see them at the store. You have a pretty good chance of getting bugs. A lot of times, the two similar figures will be next to each other. So you can see on the bottom right, we had another bugs. And like I said, when you're going to go to the store and you're going to buy some of these, if you're going to pick them up and it's a fresh case and they're right next to each other, you might get the same one. So the better strategy is to maybe go like all left or all right, and you may get some variation in your figures. Now, sometimes when I pick them up, I can feel if one's heavy, but I don't think there's any figures in here that would distinctly tell you like, oh, it's this person because it's significantly heavier. I think most of the Looney Tunes characters are kind of smaller, so they're all going to be fairly light in weight. So now we're in the middle. And oh, he's having a hard time standing, but I think it was just the top of the box there. Sometimes the mystery minis are a little lopsided, but it's nothing a little hot water can't fix. This one seems to be okay once I put him on the other one. But that's Clay Thompson, Wet Fire. I particularly like him as a Goon Squad character in the movie because he has like the aspect of being like water and fire, and the way they use him in the movie is pretty cool. So there's a close-up look of Clay Thompson. Can't wait to see him make a full recovery from his injury. Ready to see him back at 100%. So that's just a little bit of just being an NBA fan in general. I personally am a San Antonio Spurs fan, but I hate to see somebody go down, especially someone that had the potential like Clay. So now we're in the back left. Let's see what we have. So looking at the ratios, I have a pretty good idea of what this one is. And we have Lola Bunny. So I wish that she would have came out more after the movie came out, like in Looney Tunes in general. But she kind of seemed to be a character that was just reserved for Space Jam. So I'm glad that they made sure to bring her back for this movie, and I'm hoping that going forward they put her into a little bit more of like the cartoons and the movies or whatever they decide to do going forward, because she's a really cool character, and I feel like they didn't really do her justice after they released her the first time. So back right, Lola Bunny, there she is spinning the basketball on her finger, and she just makes it look too easy. So now we're gonna look at the overall figures that were in this case. So you're going to see that was the top on the left, and this is the bottom on the right. So you had all the 1 in 6s on the bottom, and the 1 in 6s were LeBron on the top, and then you had the more rare ones on the back of the top on this case F. So thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate the views. Let me know what your favorite figure is in the comments section. If you want to see more unboxing videos, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.